true, true,
True.
Yeah. Let's go.
True.
You're what's good? What's good with y'all? What is good? We got Branch entering the chat early. What's good? Branch, how you feeling? Branchino, what's good? It's your daily dose of ASMR. What's good? I need some coffee. I need some coffee. That is a fact. I needed coffee, chat. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all realize like I just be living life sometimes? I just be negating all the traditional rules sometimes. Not really, but like sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I just be doing whatever I want to do sometimes. You feel me? And every now and again you pay the price, but most times you just, life goes on, right? So like I said, yeah, last night, I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to bed, right? I'm gonna get in the bed. And then as I'm in the bed, I'm like, I don't feel like going to sleep, so I didn't, right? How often do y'all do that, chat? How often do you do something and then you're like, you know what? I'd rather be doing something else, right? Do y'all do that? Don't know if you stayed after that raid you did. His stream went crazy. Hype trains, loads of bits. Yeah, after I did the raid, I had to, you know, the fortunate, but unfortunate part was like a lot of times after I do my raids, um, I be there for a little bit, and then I pretty much go on lurk. So the reason for that is like during the daytime, I gotta work, right? I'm a daytime employee, so I actually have to do work. Um, yes, I was there for a little bit, but I definitely miss hype trains because you already know. If I was a part of them hype trains and the bits, I'm gonna go off. Cause I just be pressing buttons. You know what I'm saying? I'm a habitual button smasher. You feel me? Like, you know, I really believe that, money has to flow. You have to give money to receive money. So you gotta put your money out there in order for it to make its way back to you with some of its friends. You feel me? That's just me though. After you get to the sub, the hype train, that's yeah. W's to that. W's to that. W's to hype trains. Not everybody has experienced a hype train. So if you experience a hype train, we got Bree in the building. W's hype train. Yeah. It should be like everybody should experience a hype train. You feel me? Like a hype train is like, I mean, I have experienced one. I think I would just, mine went to just level one. And it's only happened one time for me. But I would say hype train, it gives you a good feeling because like knowing that people really fuck with you and people supporting you, even if they don't fuck with you, like if you support me, hey, you're just as good as everyone else, right? Bree hasn't had a hype train. Oh, okay. Challenge accepted. We're gonna get Bree a hype train. You know what I'm saying? We got to. But yeah, the hype trains, it just, it especially like early on, right? Because especially like the raid train family, right? There's a mix of people and the raid train family is only growing and growing, right? But there's a mixture of people in the raid train family. And what I mean a mixture is it's really a mix between people who have been streaming for a while, so maybe a couple of years or so, and then there's people who have been doing it, for a little bit, right? A couple of months, meaning they just started this year. So we do have a mixture of people. So like being able to go on the journey with both of those folks for people who've been doing it for a while and people who is like it's just started, like I mean that's dope. It's hype, you know what I'm saying? You ain't even got your dono set up yet. Not affiliate either, which don't help. Branch, you not affiliate? I'm trying to think. Do you be streaming? Do Branch be streaming, chat? Because if you be streaming, or if you don't be streaming, I think the biggest thing is knowing the schedule. Um, I would say first of all, shout out to Berserk. Berserk may or may not be lurking, but if you are Berserk, first of all, shout out to you. Hope everything's going well with the family, right? But Berserk is essentially the leader of the raid train for the most part, right? Like him and Shaw, right? But Berserk role is really the tech role. Like he put together the entire Discord and he be updating it and everything. So if you're not a part of that, definitely join up, but also definitely put your schedule of when you stream on there so people know. Like for me, I'm early in the day and I'm late at night. But sometimes like right now, I just said, listen, I'm gonna get on when I get on. I'm not on at 7:30, 8-ish. I just got on because like it's the morning. I should be working, but like I said, I chose to do something else. So here I am. Yeah, so just especially for affiliate, like if affiliate is your initial goal, you could get there with a little bit of consistency. Honestly, with the Raid Train family, the way we've been working, if you consistent for a good week, maybe 2 weeks, you'll be affiliate. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it takes. WAP in the building. What's good with you, WAP? How you feeling? WAP crashed out on his. He crashed out, broke the remote and everything. Sometimes you need a crash out. So I was having a conversation with my lady yesterday, getting ready for work. I feel that. Yeah, like technically I am technically working right now. Technically. I'm available to work. That's pretty much how I, you know. They said that crash out was a long time coming. So I was having a conversation yesterday. W to punch in that clock. That's a fact. We gotta make this money. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make the money. You feel me? If we ain't getting paid through streaming right now, we gonna get it later. But right now, we gotta clock in. You feel me? So W clocking in, chat. But yeah, so we were having a conversation about Kier Gaines. I'm not sure if any of you know who Kier Gaines is. W's in the chat if you know who Kier Gaines is. Do you know who Kier Gaines is? And I'm gonna show y'all who he is real quick. I'm gonna show y'all who Kier Gaines is real quick, chat. For those who don't know who Kier Gaines is. Yeah, follow everybody. If you're not following me, follow me too. You feel me? Follow, subscribe, like, do all the things, right? All right, so Kier Gaines, right? All right, here we go. Let me show y'all, chat. Let me show y'all. And I'm gonna tell you about the conversation we was having yesterday. So this is Kier Gaines right here. That's Pendumer. This is Kier Gaines, right? So this is Kier Gaines. If you don't know who he is, it's okay. You don't have to know who everybody is. But what's special about this guy, and I'll say special because one, he's a young black man, right? So he's a young black man, but what he is known for is one, like everything he says is like inspirational, and not necessarily inspirational. I think it's just like, it's really good and calming advice because he's a licensed therapist, right? So he's a licensed therapist. So when the black community get a hold of people like this, right? I mean, it's amazing. Like, we latch on to him because it's like,
I am a husband.
I wanna let you guys hear this real quick, but I mean, he's just, you see him as like, all right, he's a healed guy, right? That's Kier Gaines right there, right? So I want to let y'all hear this real quick, and I'm gonna tell you what the conversation was. Let me try to restart that. But yeah, that's pretty much. I don't want to call it the gist, but licensed therapist, speaker perspective, personal growth. He's a husband. He has children, right? So whenever you watch his stuff, it's like, all right, this is a healed black man, right? So this is the video that he put out yesterday.
I am a husband. I'm a father. I am a licensed therapist. And most recently, I got diagnosed with clinical depression. Ooh, the room fell silent. Now, for some of you all, I can imagine that's hard to hear, and I deeply empathize with that. But I want you to know that that was even harder for me to say. And if it's hard for me to say, I want you to know that it was even harder for me to admit that to myself. Now, when you tell people you're struggling with depression, the first thing they want to do is feel sorry for you. And while I appreciate your sympathies, I do not need it, because I don't feel sorry for myself. In fact, I feel empowered. I've circled the problem. I know what it is now. I have a name for it, and I have a plan for it. So my question to you is this: what is your plan of action for the thing that you're struggling with in this moment? Now, I know some of y'all are thinking, good Lord, this brother's keynote speech then got real heavy real fast.
Yeah, he got away with words, chat.
But I think that diagnosis is symbolic of what a lot of us go through, where the presentation doesn't match the inner experience. No one has ever walked into my office like, here, God damn it, my wife is happy, my kids are happy, life is great, I need your help.
I'm sure that's facts.
I've never had to help anybody heal from the happiest moments of their lives, because it's not at your peaks when you discover who you are, it's in the depths of the valley. That's where the truth shows up. My name is Kier Gaines.
Right, and I'm no doctor, chat, so I can't really comment on anything regarding depression or anything like that. But the part of the conversation, I would say, is like, because we first start talking off like, yo, that was surprising, right? Because again, when you see him online, this is a young black man. He's definitely a healed black man, right? He goes to therapy himself, or has at some point in the future or in the past, and he's a licensed therapist, so he's equipped with a lot of tools to handle many stressful situations. But yet he revealed that he's diagnosed with clinical depression. So I thought it was interesting because, like, again, I can't comment on his situation, right? Right. People don't take depression serious these days, which it does suck. But one of the things I was saying is like, there's probably obviously way more people with depression that actually get diagnosed. But also, like, when you're watching his videos, again, the perspective in which you would typically watch his videos is like the way he deals with his family, the way he handles situation is so calm. It's so, it's like a relief, right? But then at the same time, you're also a therapist, which means that you're probably not only could he potentially still be dealing with his own life traumas from the past, but now he's dealing with everyone else's, all his clients, right? He's kind of absorbing that energy because energy be transferred. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not trying to diagnose this man or try to say what happened or how he got depression. But one of the things I think keeps some people away from depression is also, and again, you could take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, is not knowing how to deal or having certain tools, i.e., crashing out, right? If you ask me, I think crashing out keeps people from experiencing certain things like having depression. And it's not always good, right? So, for example, if you got a husband and he is not a licensed therapist, meaning he doesn't have the tools to be able to manage his emotions in a certain way, that husband's probably going to crash out. He might crash out on his family. He might crash out on anybody, right? But that crash out, whether it be yelling or breaking your controller or anything, helps. It helps. That's why rage rooms are so popular, because being able to crash out helps, right? Got to let that energy of frustration out somehow. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So with a gentleman like Kier Gaines, I'm just going to make an assumption that he's not crashing out. He's not crashing out on his family and anyone else because he has the proper tools to manage those situations. Now, that's as coming from a man's perspective. I'm sure that's not always good for your lady. If you crashing out and yelling at her and doing all this other stuff, that's definitely not healthy. So not saying that you're doing any good for her health, but I'm saying for you, getting the energy out. And maybe that is part of the things that some people got to work on, is redirecting that negative energy elsewhere versus in their household. Take your ass to a rage room, go smash up some stuff or whatever. But listen, getting that frustration out, letting that energy go, just like Bree said, again, I am not a doctor. I am nobody special, but I have to assume or have to believe that those things help with avoiding being depressed or otherwise. And again, not speaking on him specifically because I don't know his situation. Exactly. Gun range, batting cage. Not golf though. Shit, golf will make your ass crash out too. I think that's why I said, yeah, exactly. Either escape or release of emotions they may be feeling. Right. Yep. Yeah, you don't want to try to. Nah, golfing. Listen, golfing does not help with any of that, right? I mean, you hate that your crash shots are mainly silent. Yeah, Bree be wanting to crash out sometimes. She be there like just go ahead, crash out on GTA, Bree. I know you want to. You know what I'm saying? I hear it in your voice. I know you be wanting to, like, what the hell? She get all that cash, and then people run up like, where the hell these people come from? Golf, though, I will say, so here is something that y'all may or may not know about True, right? I'm slowly unlocking the pieces to my life, right? But I am a member of a country club. And the country club, we refer to it as a club in the country more so than a country club, because it's not like all luxurious on all this stuff, but we got some amenities, you feel me? But the best thing about my country club, which is one reason why I love it, is we don't have tea times, right? We don't have tea times, chat. Best go in the building. If you play golf, then you will understand. A place that don't have tea times, I don't have to sign up for a tea time. I just show up. I could go there right now with all my golf gear and I could just start playing. I can go in, I can grab a cart, and I can go. I mean, it's raining right now, so I wouldn't be able to do that, but essentially that's what no tea time is. And that's such a luxury to me. You know, the place isn't the nicest place, but it's nice enough. It's a 9-hole course. Got an outdoor swimming pool, tennis courts, pickleball courts. You know what I'm saying? Nice little fields. You know what I'm saying? Nice little, decent little bar. Hope everything going well with your best go. I don't know if y'all saw that. If y'all be on TikTok, like, right? Like, first of all, people that you watch on Twitch, you should experience their other social medias. Like, go through it. Like, I will say, I'm a culprit of going through social medias, but not always following people. I got to get better at that. But going through people's social medias and just checking them out and seeing what they about, you know what I'm saying? But Besco was on TikTok putting up some nice little stuff first of all, congratulations on your Twitch anniversary. But he made a nice little video of people supporting him throughout the year and stuff. That was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? You said you too. What, Bree? You in a country club, or what you saying? Me too. But yeah, no tea time. You feel me? No tea time. Which means it is partly relaxing because I can technically crash out. Oh, snoop on people's pages. Yeah. I don't even call it snooping. I just call it, who the hell are you? Right? Because I definitely follow a lot of people. And even to this day, there's some people, when they go live, I see their name on the side of my joint or whatever. And I'm like, who the hell is this? So I might go watch them for a little bit because I don't know where they came from, right? Like, they could have been people I follow off of Funny Marco a minute ago, and they just never went live after that. Because I know from that, I followed at least 50 people, chat. At least 50. Probably way more than that. But like, I know a lot of them couldn't have went live. Because when I first started this journey, I'm still under 90 days at this point. But when I first started streaming and stuff like that, I was in everybody's chat. I mean, I'm still in a lot of people's chat, but some people, they just don't do enough. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, as supportive as I want to be, I'm not about to waste my time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to waste my time because I know folks in my chat and my live are still learning about me, but my time is valuable, chat. My time is valuable. I don't like to waste my time. I like to use my time effectively and appropriately and allocate it the way that I want to, but I'm not going to waste it. You feel me? Like, I don't know the dude's name. If I did, I probably would say it because, frankly, I don't give a damn. Like, I'll call your name out. I don't care. I'm not one of those people. But if I had his name, I would say his name because I don't recommend his stream. And the reason for that is, first of all, let me read the chat. I think that you need to recognize people who are there for you. Facts. Just hop on Twitch, be on mute, not talking. Yeah, like, bruh, somebody went live, right? Somebody went live. I have to assume they knew they went live, right? Because first impressions mean a lot. Honestly, Bree, even if the person not talking, I'll still give them a chance because, I mean, look at Ice. Ice don't talk, and I watch his stream all the time. I have tons of channel points. I don't always chat, but I'm in there, right? So talking is not the thing. It's you not doing shit. Somebody went live, chat. I don't know who this dude is, but this dude went live, right? He goes live. He puts the phone down. So now all you're staring at is a cabinet. right? You're staring at a cabinet. And I don't know if it was his mama or his girl, but I sat there and wasted a couple of minutes of my life trying to see, okay, maybe he's gonna pick the phone up, maybe he's gonna do a just chatting or something, because that's what he had to label as, just chatting. And for the next 3 to 5 minutes, this man basically was begging this lady, whoever she was, for like a small amount of money. That's what I'll say, a small amount of money. And I'm like, does dude know that he's live doing this? And she's just like, her response is like, bro, if I don't care who that is, if it's your girl or your mama, leave both of them. You know what I'm saying? On stream, Bree, begging for an insignificant amount of money. I'm like, bro, you down bad. Bad enough for you to be focusing on your stream because, like, you know what I'm saying? I need another mod because I don't be modding my channel, but these little first time chatters gotta hit the road. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna figure this out. Let me see what y'all talking about. No one to be I do stream for anyone who won't. Yep. But it's hard to catch all people because time zone 80%. Yeah, exactly. It's hard to catch all people, and sometimes you just have to do your thing and let people catch you, right? Because if they care enough, they gonna catch you, right? Exactly, nigga. Fucking, you better get to entertaining. You know what I'm saying? You better try to make some money on your own. Listen, I'll be transparent, chat. I don't know if I said this before, but I got my first check from Twitch. I got a check from Twitch. I got a check, chat. You know what I'm saying? I got a check. And I was like, okay now. You feel me? I said, okay then. Okay then. You feel me? I did get a check. Let me tell you how much it was. I'm gonna tell y'all. Hold up. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, chat. But all I know is, bro, get your ass to fucking entertaining, boy. Oh yeah, my check was $84.69. Hey, listen. You know what I'm saying? W's to that. But that was sad. That was sad, man. Like, hold up, my bad, chat. It was sad. I don't know why I did that. I'm like, bro, you on here begging whoever this woman is, like on live, like that's crazy. And again, it was one of those people that's probably stuck in one viewer purgatory, but that one viewer was me, and I'm not going back. And if I see his live again, I can't remember his name, but if I come across it, I'm definitely going to be like, nigga, I'm out. I'm going to unfollow him because that was crazy. Yeah, it do make you want to go harder. Yeah, see, $78. And let me tell you, he was begging for a lot less than $78. And you know me, I speak up at least once. So I was in the chat like, yo, what's up? How you doing? Coming through to show love. That's what I say on anybody's chat who I go to for the first time because they don't know who I am. So I'm not about to go in there with, first of all, no personality. I'm not turning up in their chat. I'm not doing all this, right? Because I don't know the vibe yet. I got to figure out what the vibe is, right? I'm one of those people. First of all, I'm extroverted. So my vibe can change. I'm energetic, but I can change based off of the channel. Like if the channel is weird, I could be weird. You know what I'm saying? If the channel is real calm and laid back, I can be real calm and laid back. That's how I am. But I'm in there. I'm just in there like, yo, what's good? Nigga, how you not acknowledge the one person in your chat that's talking to you? At least, hey. At least say hi. Right. Bot. Yeah, I know, right? I definitely need to try a bot. Let's go. Exactly. Nigga, go DoorDash or something. Don't Uber still give out cars? Does anybody do Uber? I don't knock any hustle. Shout out to Besco with the biddies. Let's go. Let's go. W biddies. You know what I'm saying? Please, please, please give me money. I'll pay you back. Like, nigga, hold on. What was that off of? I forgot what movie that was. Like when I can't even remember the nigga name. The brown skin actor. I think that was on either. It wasn't The Best Man. It might have been The Best Man. But it's like, nigga, be a man. What's that? Hold on, that was The Wood, right? That was Slim when he was like an adult. Shout out to Besco for the biddies. W Besco in the chat. But yeah, The Wood. Like, nigga, be a man. Like, exactly. Like, you a grown ass man, bro. You begging for. Like, you might have had more success begging your chat. Just saying. But that's crazy. You feel me? That's absolutely diabolical behavior. Not saying that people can't beg. You can do whatever you want. It's your life. But we all in here. We all in this bitch fucking trying to grind. And I have to assume it's somebody from a follow for follow chat because shout out to Branch for coming through. The reason why I say that is because my mind don't keep track of everyone, but I keep track of my own methods, right? So for the first 30 days of me being on Twitch chat, anyone who came to my chat, anyone who followed me, I instantly followed them back. Instantly. For the first 30 days, right? For the next 30 days, the people I followed would depend on if they were commenting in my chat, if they were cool and somebody in basically the Raid Trains chat, or if I had good conversation with them in a random chat, right? Or if I ended up in somebody else's raid and I thought they were cool, I'll follow them. That's what I did for the next 30 days. For me approaching 90 days, I only started following certain people. It's not that I'm not trying to follow people. It's just when you're new, again, this journey is going from 0 to hero, and I'm showing everybody how I'm doing it, and I'm not gatekeeping. So for the first 30 days, I was following everybody. If your name was new to me, I would click on it. If I wasn't following you, I'm following you. So I do have some random people that pop up on live, and I don't absolutely know where they come from all the time because they could have came from follow for follow and just been streaming for the first time. After we did that follow for follow chat, and I got damn near 80 followers from that, I instantly started streaming. At that point, I had only streamed maybe a couple times, but I was going ham. You being funny, Michael, Brooklyn, or Deshae chat, and I swear I see people dropping their Cash App tag talking about anybody who want to pay for my blunts. Blunts? That's crazy. Just dropping your Cash App all willy-nilly. I will say, though, I'm pretty sure, I'm not going to call you out, because first of all, you might be in here lurking. And I know it's a funny dude. And I know he may or may not be talking about me. May or may not. I'm not going to call you out. But he may have called me a trick. I ain't no trick. You know who you are. And you know what I'm talking about. But I did, I Cash App some, I treat chat. I treat people special on their birthday. It's not because I need to. It's just, I feel like people, when it's people's birthday, they should feel special. I went to somebody's live who I tune into a lot, and they have a real crazy live, right? And they were celebrating with this girl, and it's her birthday. And I don't think she's a streamer at all, but she came into the chat and she's like, oh, Bree got ads. Wisebot. Okay. You can track everything, and it's automatic ban for this bot linkers. Oh, nice. I might have to try that out. You're not gonna miss the story, Bree. You know what I'm saying? Bree, you're not gonna miss the story. You not gonna miss the story. First of all, shout out to Bree. And Bree always coming through. So let's do something special for Bree in the chat. Let's go. W Keyman for gifting his own channel. All right. Yeah, Bree, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Bree always coming through supporting and showing love. She doing a silent crash out. There ain't no ads on me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Tell me when the ad is over. Yeah, you probably gonna have to sit through that ad break, but that's cool. You know, we'll tell the story right after. Oh, this would be a good time for me to check to see. Can I check to see how long ads go for? Somebody tell me. Okay, she's back now, so the ad must be over. I tried to use that time too late to check when the ads was gonna be over, but W Bree, she always coming through showing support. So yeah, so this girl, she just popped up on the live. It was her birthday. Folks was turning up. They was doing an IRL stream. They was celebrating her birthday, and she came in the chat and she was like, "Chat, it's my birthday. Send me $5." Right? So it's like, oh, it's her birthday. You know, I'm not judging her. You can say whatever you want. You could say cash at me. You could say whatever. So I'm like, all right, bet. I'm gonna send you $5 because she said cash at me $5, but then she never said her cash app. I was like, what's your cash app? What's your cash app, chat? What's the cash app? So I told the streamer, like, tell her put their cash app. How's she gonna ask for something and not be willing to receive it? Chat, that's a word. That's your word for the day. Don't ask for something if you're not prepared to receive it, right? She gonna say, chat, this and this streamer had way more people than me. So it's like, you don't know who listening. You gonna say, chat, y'all just send me $5. You could have 30 people waiting to send you $5 and you never give them your cash app. She wasn't playing. They was lit. They were drinking. She was lit, but she was dead ass serious. And it was her birthday. So it was like, drop the cash app. So eventually she did get it right. She dropped her cash app in there. And I sent her money. I asked her how old she was, and I sent her the amount of dollars of her age. So more than $5 because she was not 5 years old. Yeah. So I sent her the amount of money she was for her age. I'm not a trick. I just, I feel like people should feel special on their birthday. Especially me, I got a little bit of trauma around birthdays. Before I turned 21, chat, I recall one birthday cake my entire life. You know what I'm saying? So I treat myself special for my birthday. And when I find out it's people's birthday, I try to, whatever is in my power, I try to treat them a little bit special for their birthday too. You feel me? I don't want to say names either, but somebody in the community tried to trick on me too without me asking or anything. I actually declined. Oh, who the trick? Who the trick? Tell us who the trick is. Shout out to Bree for declining the tricks. Hey, listen, chat. To whoever it was, it ain't tricking if you got it. Hey, listen. Yeah, whisper it. I won't put him out there. It ain't tricking if you got it. Tell him, Bree said, listen, if you really want to trick, it's way, and listen, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're in here and you try and trick on Bree, listen, just go ahead and drop 100 subs on her live. You know what I'm saying? Just get that raid train going. I'll keep an eye out for you. So if you just keep donating, I'll throw in some donations and we'll get Bree that hype train. You feel me? Like, But don't call like first of all, Bree got a whole ass nigga who we also watch in the stream sometimes. Like, relax. Let Bree live her life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But that's what be happening. You feel me? This how they be, Bree. That's why that's Bree sound effect. They love when Bree come in the room. Like, let her chill a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Or be smooth about it. Oh, she felt disrespected. Listen. Yeah, that's crazy. Right. Whole ass nigga. Sit right there. The nigga's right there. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? If you like somebody and you really support somebody, then support them without trying to get something back. You know what I'm saying? Support people without trying to get something in return, chat. That's the mindset you have to have. You have to be like, listen, I'm doing this because I want to do it. Or because maybe you don't care. You want to do it, you do what you want to do. But don't look for nothing in return. Don't be like, Bree, yeah, this for that. No quid pro quo. You feel me? Let people live their life. Listen, it's very important in my eyes that we first of all support the women streamers. And I say that for a particular reason. Not to be sexist or anything like that. Like you can't support male streamers. But in my journey thus far, I will say with confidence that the women streamers are more likely to engage their chat than the male streamers. I say that with confidence, chat. You know what I'm saying? That's funny, Bree. I saw it. Shout out to Bree. You know what I'm saying? You know you're doing good when you could be on live and niggas love you. You know what I'm saying? Or people. Let's say people. When people love you. You know what I'm saying? But listen, chat. If you want to trick on somebody, first of all, don't. Second of all, do what you want, right? So it's like both. Don't do it, but then also do it. But just like support them. Like I told y'all offhand. Like me, the people who streams I like and the people who I mess with, I support them. You know what I'm saying? It be different levels at different times because my energy be different at different times. So I might go in and I might drop 5 gifted, 10 gifted, and sometimes I might go in and give 5 bits. But showing up, I constantly show up and I constantly support. That's the key. But also, like, don't go to somebody's stream who you've been showing up for maybe twice and you donated 2 little bitties. Now I don't want to call them little bitties because every bit matters, right? We like the kind that jiggles, but we rather have the kind that folds. You feel me? But if you gave 2 bits, don't all of a sudden feel like you entitled on that person's stream, chat. Don't go in there like, yeah, collab with me. Yo, follow me on here. Yo, do this, do that. Like, calm down. Like, relax. Look past the fact that you're not singing on the fact that they... Chat. Give that money to that baby or something. Don't try to trick on a stranger that's in a relationship. That's fact. Because first of all, 2 Live Bree be turned up. So I have to assume that her dude is equally turned up, right? Birds of a feather. So I don't know about y'all, but I wouldn't mess with either one of them. Like, let them live. You know what I'm saying? They here, they try, you know what I'm saying? Bree trying to get to the bag. You feel me? Like, donate to the channel. Shout out to Stormy in the building. Stormy into the chat. You feel me? How you doing, Stormy? Welcome in. We just talking shit as usual. Right now, the conversation has went to tricking, right? Feel free to share your views on tricking, right? It ain't tricking if you got it. But also, like, it's okay to support people's stream and not have to, like, message them or want something in return. It's okay to be like, you know, I think you're good. You know, say it in the chat. First of all, say it in the chat. Like, if you want to say something, say it in the chat. Be one of them, right? Because I feel like, first of all, those type of people will just get more respect. Or ask to be rated. Yeah, rate me. No, who are you? You feel me? Solo in the building. But if you're going to say something, say it in the chat or keep your thoughts to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen. I'm not saying this from my point of view. I'm just saying this because this is how life works. You're going to come across streams and there's going to be beautiful women. There are going to be handsome men, right? Keep it in your pants, chat. It's okay. If they are that type of stream where they want you to see whatever they want you to see and you're commenting on that, fine. That's between you and that streamer. But like somebody out here just streaming Call of Duty and you're like, damn, you so beautiful. Damn. Calm the fuck down, right? I've definitely been in some chats and this woman is literally in the midst of blowing people's heads off. And it be niggas in the chat like, yo, I love you so much, baby girl. Like, you're my world. Like, calm down. It's your horny ass. Like, bro, she just shot somebody in the face and continued to shoot them while they were on the ground. She just robbed somebody. And you're here talking about, I like what you did to your hair today, queen. Like, listen, it's okay. It's okay to acknowledge that somebody is attractive, right? But, you know, say it in the chat without being a creep. Yeah, niggas be lame and lustful. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Welcome everybody in the building, though. You feel me? We appreciate you too, Stormy. Always coming through showing love. But yeah, support people. There's nothing wrong with supporting people. You know what I'm saying? If you got it, right? This is my theory, right? I'm not going to gatekeep. If you really want to support someone bad and you don't got it, bits are the way to go, right? Bits are the way to go because you can give 1 bit. That's still appreciated by the streamer because it is support. And because it's considered a donation to the channel, you could actually be a part of or helping that person get to hype train. Remember you was talking about being a caregiver and somebody came in my chat and talked about, oh yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Bree in here giving the story about how this old lady is being taken care of and she lying and she walking around and shit. And you come in talking about, yeah, them scrubs look good on you. Bro, what? She's just talking about how the lady had been peeing and shitting on herself. And you come in like, your body. When did you see her body? Her face is in the camera for the last hour. Yeah. People crazy. But you know what I mean? But bits are the way to go because like you can get a lot of bits. Like, I mean, I'm not going to tell people how many bits I have. Y'all probably already saw it when I did my desktop. But let's just say I started out with a lot and I ain't got that many left. But I can always re-up. Well, yeah, I'm supposed to be transparent on this channel, right? Okay, chat. I'm supposed to be transparent on here. So I started off with, I think, 10,000 bits. Yeah, I started off with like 10,000 bits. And now I have like 2,000. But I'm always going to have bits because I'm going to just buy some more when I run out. Said something about piercings and was like, wait. Yeah, people weird as hell. What? There was a guy masturbating while playing on the game? Like on their stream? Or they said that in your... Oh, I dipped after that. Oh, nah, that's crazy. That person needs to be banned. Turning into a corn site, I don't think that's going to happen because, so y'all know the Twitch rules. I've read it. And I actually said this in one chick's chat. she was getting real loose real quick. I was like, okay, this kind of made a left turn. And she just started taking stuff off. I'm like, Twitch gonna ban you. So if this is what your content is, I said you may want to read the terms of service, because if you're actively trying to show your body and you're like taking stuff off and all that, they will ban you. It's in the terms of service. So Stormy, I'll tell you my thoughts on bits and subs, right? And I'll tell you how I approach gifting and subbing, because people think that I'm not going to assume what people think, but what I assume people assume is that, all right, True is so random. People know I support them, but people don't know my methodology, right? I'm a critical thinker. I'm a strategist, which means most of the things I do are thought of before I do it. Okay, so, and I'm not a gatekeeper. So here you go, chat. I support all the people I support. Nothing's going to change that. The support can be given through watching, through bits, through subs. I haven't given to anyone's donations at the moment, right? When do I choose to sub people versus when do I choose to gift people? I'll tell y'all that right now, chat. I sub people when their viewer count is the highest. What I mean by that, if I go to Bree's live and Bree on average has 10 people in there, and I go into her live and Bree has 20 people in there, that's when I gift subs. The reason for it is because in my head, again, I'm working off a strategy and I'm going from zero to hero, right? So a part of that strategy is helping other people come up. So if I go in Bree's chat while she got 20 people versus her normal 10, that means there's probably 10 new people in there that are not normally in there. And they'll keep coming back if they can view her shit ad free, right? Because not everybody's just going to sub up, right? And then also when people receive subs, in my head, again, I don't have any facts or analytics to prove this at the moment, that when people get a free sub, they're more likely to continue that subscription because now they can go into their second month only having paid for one, right? So that's what I do. And then, so it's like a way to try to get those people to come back. It's like, well, come back to view Bree or come back to view Stormy now because you can view their stream without ads. So that's how I support people. When I see people with a lot of number of viewers, especially more than their average, but you only know that if you really go to people's streams often. If you go often, you'll know, right? If you go often, you'll know. Like if I go to somebody, like for example, I'm just using it as an example, PR, shout out to PR, right? But when PR has on average 18, 19 people, and then all of a sudden you got 300, right? With those collabs and stuff, people who are in those streams can realize it. They know right away, oh, this is above average for this person's stream. You feel me? So that's how I go about subbing. And then also sometimes I just sub because I really enjoy people's channels. And if there's people in there, I'm like, keep coming back, right? So when it comes to bits for me are a little more random, right? If I really support somebody and there is a moment where like right now I'm just chatting, but I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know. If you look at the title of my stream, I said press live and let's see what happens. I had no topics planned at all. And sometimes when you do that, it can create dead air, right? So some people may be on there and they may be on the roll and then all of a sudden everything shuts off and they're like kind of sitting there for a second. If I see that, I may just give 5 bits. I may give 100 bits. I don't know. Especially if I know they have alerts on, because then for at least a minute or two, they can have time to regroup without the silent air, because now it's like, oh, shout out to True. Maybe they got music they play, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I help curate people's streams too. I hate that my equipment is shit because I'll be streaming, I'll see 2 viewers, but y'all would see like 10. And I'll be like, damn, my bad, y'all ain't know. That's a fact. So now, Bree, that happens for me as well. And I won't say my setup is shit, but I use Streamlabs. And Streamlabs, a lot of times, either is delayed or it shows lower viewers than Twitch itself. So I made a habit now of having up Twitch and having Streamlabs. So yeah, so for me, bits could be random, or you know what I also do, Stormy? Sometimes, and again, it just depends on the vibe of the stream. If I see someone sub or if I see someone give bits, I may do it right after because I try to create a hype train. Sometimes it takes more than I'm willing to do. Like if it's gonna cost me 2,000 bits to start a hype train, I just may not be up for that at the moment. Sometimes I will, but sometimes I won't. So I won't attempt it. But if I can try to create a hype train off of donating a couple of bits because somebody else donated, and that happens pretty often with, I don't want to say lower streamers, but smaller streamers like myself, right? Like if I go to Bree and somebody gift a sub and then I gift a bit right after, and then I decided to give a sub, I'm almost 100% sure that will create a hype train. Just because we're newer to the game, right? If I go to somebody like DDG or Kaisenat, I can give 50 subs, then follow it up with 5,000 bits. That shit will do nothing. That shit will scroll right through the chat. You'd be lucky if they see it sometimes. You feel me? That makes so much sense. I love that you think like, yeah. That's how I think. And then also what makes it strategic, let me sip this coffee, is because you know how people say don't promote yourself on their channel? I don't promote myself on anyone's channel. However, I do promote myself on people's channel. And again, I'm not a gatekeeper. So how do I promote myself on people's channel without promoting myself? I don't promote myself in the way people are normally going to look at promoting yourself. So when people say, don't come on my channel promoting yourself, that's a given, because that's like stealing. If I go to Stormy's chat, right, and she vibing, she playing the game, and I go in like, what's good, y'all? I'm also a streamer. I stream at this time. I stream the same thing Stormy streaming. Come check me out. That's stealing to me. But how would I go about promoting myself on Stormy's channel in a way that Stormy wouldn't mind? Well, I'm going to give Stormy 1,000 bits, or I'm going to gift Stormy, and then I'm going to change my icon to sub gifter or bit gifter. And that's how I promote myself, because not only am I promoting myself, they can also see, okay, this is a person promoting themselves, and they also support Stormy. So it's like a 2-for-1. It's up to the streamer on their hype settings, right? I love that people post that on my chat. I don't mind that. I've seen Hot Boxing Group do that in someone's chat, and I think Berserk got on her about it. Oh, yeah, so you got to be careful, because people will ban you from their channel. Like some people have mods that just look for that. They just look for that. If you go on their stream, first of all, the crazy thing is a lot of us found each other through Funny Marco, who did the follow for follow. But the thing about Funny Marco as well, though, he'll actually ban you from his stream for doing that if you do it at nighttime, though, because he has specific streams where he allows that. So if you do it on a stream where he doesn't allow it, he will ban you. It seems crazy and it seems hypocritical, but some people come in on the other streams and they like follow me. He'll give people warnings sometimes. I'm not sure if you ever saw that, but he'll be like, yeah, this is not the stream for that. You will get banned. People take that stuff serious. Don't go on your channel promoting yourself. But again, it's quote unquote strategy. And it's not, strategy doesn't have to be malicious, chat. It's not malicious, right? I'm not trying to steal, for example, Stormy's audience by doing that. I'm showing support by, one, donating to the channel. I'm showing everyone else, hey, this is a channel that you want to support because look, I support it, right? And if people happen to be like, oh, this person gave 1,000 bits to this channel, who is this person? And they come check me out, then cool. And if they come and they say, oh, I found you through Stormy, then now it's another opportunity for me to be on my stream. Shout out to Stormy. You see how that works? You see how that strategy comes full circle? And it never consisted of me telling people, hey, follow me. Hey, I'm streaming right now, so you should leave Stormy's channel and come watch mine. Like, you won't catch me doing that. You know what I'm saying? She came in the chat and said, yeah, I'm streaming right now, but I don't know if she was intentionally promoting or if she was maybe answering. Yeah, so sometimes people will ask you, if the streamer asks, hey, do you stream? A lot of times I try to keep it real low key. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to go overboard with the promotions. Then sometimes we'll say like, yo, promote yourself. So then, I'll try to keep it in one message and then get off of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be a pick me either, right? But yeah, sometimes people will do that. Sometimes people, somebody in the chat will be like, yo, you stream? And then even then I try to be real chill about it. Cause I will say this, so I'm not going to give the name, but shout out to this streamer, but this streamer has one of their, channel point settings to set to, let's say you can play with them in Call of Duty, right? So they was playing with somebody in Call of Duty, and then that person went to their chat and was like, yeah, follow me on Instagram. And that shit instantly got blocked. So while they're live playing Call of Duty together, the person was like, oh man, I thought that was cool to do that. It was like, no, you still got to ask my permission. Don't promote yourself, even if we are playing the game together. Cause you know what I'm saying? People are strict about that type of stuff. Some people don't care. Some people do. Like, if you want to promote yourself on my channel, I care. I'm small. You gonna come in here and take my 1.3 million people from me? Like, just ask. Let me promote you for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind doing that. You see how I just took that last 10 minutes and just inadvertently just talked about Stormy? So go check Stormy out. You see how I took the 10 minutes before that in regular conversation and talked about Bree? Go check Bree out. Y'all see how that works? Y'all see how smooth you could be? You feel me? That's all you got to do. And that's my strategy. You feel me, chat? That is my strategy. I'm not a gatekeeper, so I tell people exactly what I'm doing and how I do it. Just like I told people before, how do I get new viewers? There's a ton of people in one viewer purgatory. So if I feel like I'm in a rut and I need to draw new people in, I don't go to people's channels and say, hey, come watch me, come support me. I just go to those people with a little bit of viewers and I talk to them. I chat with them, especially if they're doing the same thing that I do. I talk to them, I hang out in their chat, I support them if they're able to be supported. And in turn, some of those people will come and support you, some of them won't. Collabs do help out a lot. I haven't done that many. But I think the raid train, once we really get on board, no pun intended, but once we get our shit together and we really like, all right, bet this day and time we do big collabs or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We gonna be running it up. Just vibe, exactly. Joke, chill, talk to them, right? Figure out what the vibe is in their chat. You know what I'm saying? Figure out what the vibe is and just vibe with them. You know what I'm saying? And you got to give people credit, because I don't think people are given a lot of credit. And that means, like, don't underestimate you being remembered. Even if you go, like, again, I'm not going to say this person's name, but there's a new channel I started going to. And I just started going to it because they were streaming the same thing I was streaming. I didn't realize how many followers they had, which, it was like 5,000 followers, right? Which is a lot. Don't get me wrong, it's a lot. But don't underestimate those people remembering you. If you come in and you're chatting with them and you go back and you're chatting with them, if they see you on 2 to 3 streams, they're going to remember you. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people miss is they think, well, this person's big. They got 5,000 followers. They got 40 people, 80 people watching them. They're not going to remember me. Yeah, the follower to viewer ratio be so insane. It do. And that's because a lot of people follow and they don't watch your shit. Or they may be like, for example, like me, right? Whereas like I follow so many people and I'm still new here, so I'm still navigating the ropes. But it could be times where I go on, right? And there'll be 4 people streaming, right? And then there's times where I go on and there's 100 people streaming. And it's like, how do you choose who to watch, who to follow? Like I just got people tabbed up all over my house. You know what I'm saying? Tabbed up all over the place, chat. And it's not that I'm just trying to manipulate the viewership or anything. It's like I'll be trying to really catch some of the vibes. If I feel like I'm not catching a vibe from you, I just close your joint out. The title on your stream will also draw viewers in, especially the ones exactly. I'm still working on my title game. Right now, I still number them and it's still random. I tell myself I think I just want to number till I get to 100. And then once I get to 100, I'll start actually using regular titles. The reason why I chose 100 is because I've been procrastinating on doing something, which is another part of my strategy of growing from zero to hero, which is exactly Funny Mike sent you $100. Yeah, somebody did that. I accidentally sent you 500. Can you send it back? And I was just joking. I went to their chat and I was one of the first people to speak. And I said, nah, I ain't paying the 5. But shout out to that streamer. But yeah, so the titles. So right now, one of the reasons I number them is because I'm figuring out a flow. And what I'm supposed to be doing, which I've neglected, and my VODs are starting to disappear. So I've already lost I'm on video, 70 something? And I've already lost maybe 20 VODs, which is not good for me because I need those videos. I need a history. But what I'm supposed to be doing is I'm supposed to be loading them to YouTube. And my VODs are supposed to be getting loaded to YouTube. Maybe I can figure out how to do that automatically, but I need to start manually doing it. So one day I might just either stream it or just get on here and yeah. I need to put them on YouTube before I lose them. Yeah, we definitely need to do more clips. We need to be clipping each other's stuff too. Cause shout out to Ka Billy, but Billy be clipping the shit out of her streams. I said, how many clips you be doing for like one VOD? Like 60. I'm like, dang. I was doing 1 clip per VOD. Now I slowed down. I need to get back on it. Remember someone told me they clicked on your stream one random day and he still supports to this day. But my stream title was "Come and Talk to Me. I Really Want to Meet You," which was song verse because I'm a music junkie. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know the song too. Sweet to Hear, and that made you happy. So believe it or not, Stormy, my most viewed video was, I just titled the video, "Notice Me." I said, "Notice Me." And shout out to also Pure, right? Definitely shout out to the Pure fam. Also rated me. And that was the most viewership I've had to date on Twitch. And when people saw that many, it was people that wasn't even part of the raid that was coming in. I think I ended up with over 400 views. And somebody was like, "Did you do something special?" I said, "No." But that was interesting how that happened. Right. Shout out to Pure. This is Pure sound right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so W's to that. But chat, I definitely been chatting your ear off. It's been a good one. You see what I'm saying? We pressed live. We saw what happened. You were there, and that's why you're here now. Shout out to Pure. Shout out to Stormy. Still coming through supporting. You feel me? Shout out to Bree for that birthday stream. We're going to get Bree that hype. We're going to get Bree that hype train. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get Bree that hype train. We gonna accept that challenge. But appreciate y'all coming through. I'm gonna raid out for sure. But it definitely, just to update y'all real quick, I think officially my baby was supposed to start school this week. He did not, because we had to redo a bunch of the forms, because the medical forms, they do it electronically and they wanted it done manually, etc., etc., etc. So I got to go drop those forms off so my baby can get into school. I need both of my kids in school next week, because yes, the shit is a headache. And if y'all been watching, y'all know everything I've been dealing with, but the fight is almost over. We got all the school supplies. We got all the school uniforms. I done already paid. Listen, we're doing all that. But y'all indulge me. I appreciate y'all always coming through. But let's raid out. Let's raid out, chat. Let's see who's let's see who on. W stream. W's in the chat. And y'all know the vibes. We've been upgrading, so definitely check out the channel. See the panels I put up. Definitely check out the channel. See all the emotes I have, right? Because I got emotes and stuff now too. Slowly but surely, we getting them. You feel me? Let's raid pay one. Here we go, chat. Let's start this raid up. And W to y'all, man. Y'all stay showing love. Let's go support the guy Pay. He out there clocking in. He putting in the work. W's. That was a good stream. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I end up talking y'all head off. But you know, I'm a talker. But I do actually got to do some work too. You feel me? That was my lunch break, chat. Catch y'all in the next.